going into the first tunnel. We're seeing a lot of ion fire coming at them, and he's gonna go right in there. He's disabled. He's crashing. Everyone's down. The whole field is wiped. No one can finish another race. It is a bloodbath out. Dangerous, avoiding the mean beam as a defender. A mean beam flying by it. Off the start, that mean beam trying to take them out. Ion damage coming by, and they're avoiding the mean beam. Madness through this tunnel. Down. Narcissus now in the lead here. Ion missile to get ahead now. He's the front runner. He's got to go into this corner with the turrets going at him, avoiding the mines. He's able to make it back on track, and he's going to crash in here. Still alive, though. He doesn't go down. He's got 3 hull and a dream. A-Wing seems like he is way ahead. He's going to dodge those mines and make it through this tunnel.
No!
Using the stealth to get through there against them. He's able to make it flying through with the Chandra. Golo doesn't stop the TIE Fighter, though, able to fly right through damage. He's going to be disabled. He's crashing into the wall, and he goes down. So just the TIE Fighter remaining. We see that he's got to find that gate. He's going to get back into it. Can he make it? Oh, he goes down. We don't have a finisher this time.
Good on ya.
Pilots of the galaxy, if hurtling along at face-melting velocities and navigating claustrophobic spaces whilst being assaulted by space pirates sounds exhilarating, then the SLS Grand Prix is the event for you. What is this, I hear you ask? Well, stay tuned to find out. The derelict deep space outpost has been occupied by Gargula Bessadi, the Elder, and her syndicate to host the first SLS Grand Prix. Pilots from both New Republic and Imperial factions are invited to test their mettle in this exciting race event. Leave your interfactional hostilities at the hangar, as Gargula insists on this event being non-violent, safe, and sporting.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
Yes! No!
Oh my. Go on. I think.
Wait, what? Did I miss a turn? I think I skipped a turn.
I'm sorry.
The Tuscan Raider there.
I have no idea what that's supposed to happen. I think it's still me, Barnes, not died. I'm very surprised.
Yes, you guys are on the home stretch now.
But I'm first.
Not for long.
Oh, where was I going? Where was I going?
Thanks, taking it with the interceptor, beating the defender with ABS. The SLS Open is a new event run through Fleet Battles in Squadrons Customs. Now, the idea is to have players race their ships through a planned course. We're going to divide them into heats, and they're going to race within the faction. So Empire ships racing Empire ship, though they can use any Empire ship they want, versus the New Republic side, the same thing. They'll race against that faction. So we'll get one race on each faction to decide the winner of each heat. So a heat involves 2 races. They get points, 5 points for a first place finish, 3 points for a second, and then 3rd to 5th, just simply by finishing the race, gets 1 point. Now, finishing the race is not easy because the Tuscan Raiders are around the map, out there to cause problems. They are the ones who are going to take out equal all over the place and make it difficult for them to finish through a random factor, and as well because it's fleet battles, there's other obstacles and random fire coming at them that they have to be aware of. So the winner of each heat will progress to the round 2 final. As well, the next highest scoring wildcard pilot from across the heats will advance in that 5th spot. If there is a tie for the 5th slot, entry will be decided by an additional single race heat, flying Imperial fighters head-to-head, first one back to the hangar. The round 2 final will include the aforementioned top 5 pilots with 2 races, one flown as New Republic, the second as Empire. These 2 races will consist of 2 laps each. The winner will be determined by the first to reach to their home capital ship or the last surviving starfighter. Same as entry into it, although if no one survives in the entry rounds, then they do not get a point. So we should talk about the map that we've designed here in Star Wars Squadrons. Now, we're going to take a look from the New Republic perspective. You see, coming in, the gate that you have to go to is to the left when you're coming out of the hangar. And when you're coming to it, you're going to make a right turn, and you'll notice that the planet Essalus is there directly in front of you down. That's the main straightaway that you go all the way down, and then when you get to the end of it, you make a right-hand turn, go around the disc that surrounds all of Essalus, and then turn back into the first tunnel available to you. You must enter the gate. All of the gates that you see in the map down the tunnels, you have to go through. You can't skip them, you can't go above, you can't go below, or any sneaky stuff to try to get by it. You have to go through all of the gates. And you're gonna go all the way to the end of the tunnel on the far side, make a right-hand turn, then make your next right-hand turn all the way down that tunnel to the 3rd straightaway rather, make a right-hand turn, and then the 4th straightaway is that same home straightaway, the first one that you started on. That's the home stretch. And you make one final right-hand turn afterwards and then go back to the hangar as quickly as you can to finish the race. Now, we're going to take a look from the Empire side. Now we're going to take a look at the Empire side. When you're coming out of the hangar, the starting point, which is the same starting point as it is for the New Republic side, it's just to your right this time. So you're going to go down there, and same thing. The planet Essalus will be directly in front of you as you enter that gate. You're going to go down the main straightaway all the way, and when you get to the end, you're going to make a right-hand turn, follow eye around the disc, take your first available right, get into straightaway 2. You'll again have to go all the way down to the far end, and once you exit it, you make a right-hand turn, and then take the next available right-hand turn to you. Go all the way down that for straightaway 3, make the first right-hand turn there, and then take the next right-hand turn. You will be back at that first straightaway, which this time is your home stretch straightaway. You'll go down. The only difference here is you'll make your only left-hand turn at the end as you make your way back to the hangar, because the flagship's on that side. It's always right-hand turns, with the exception of the Empire side. On its flagship return to the hangar is the only left turn in the race. So that's it. That's the way that the course is run, and people have been practicing it, getting used to it. We've had different time submissions over the last week to find the best standalone races we could with no pressure from the Tuscan Raiders. Now, that Tuscan Raiders will create that additional element. We have created some rules following testing and much negotiating with the Tuscan Raiders. I mean, it was very difficult. They don't speak our language. We had to kind of learn some of the hand signals to translate to them. We weren't even sure how many were actually showing up, because they signed up on the server in single file to hide their numbers, so we don't even know. Tuscan Raiders must choose an area of Essalus to camp and may move, but Tuscan Raiders must not give chase to the racers. Tuscan Raiders cannot use primary weapons offensively, but may use offensive auxiliaries and their starship hulls. Tuscan Raiders cannot intentionally attack a disabled racer. Tuscan Raiders are encouraged to be a hindrance to the racers rather than outright kill them. This is obviously more guidance than a rule, and the authorities refuse any liability for Tuscan Raider-induced deaths. This is looking to be a really fun event, and I appreciate everyone checking it out, so we're going to have a great time today in first Squadrons Racing SLS Open. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming out here to the SLS Open. Here they come. You're in the New Republic ships this time. I got it wrong right away. I thought they were racing Empire first. What a great start. We've got Ronan Aces. He's in the X-Wing. He seems to be just around there. He's going to hit a mine as he goes through. He's going to make his way around the pillars. He's got someone just ahead of him. Twigs here in the A-Wing. He's just ahead. We've got Valor 08 as well in the A-Wing. NY1392 is already down, and we got JJ flying in the X-Wing. He's late in the tunnel, so we got Ronan and Twigs seem to be in the lead here. I got another mine. Let's see if they're trying to avoid the support ship getting just ahead of him. See the A-Wing still slowly making his way. Another A-Wing here. Ooh, a Golo going off in front. This X-Wing's taking the slower approach down the tunnel. Here we see Ronan making his way near this last straightaway. Valor slowly gonna hit the wall there, and he's gonna go down too. NYX seems to be sitting in space. He may be lost on his race. And JJ slowly making his way. We see he's going much more of a turtle approach, getting some ion damage to him. He's gonna avoid it going into the corner, and he's gonna crash. Seems like Ronan may be the only racer remaining who's slowly making his way through the tunnel here. We're going to try to review the map, and it seems like he's about to make his way to the home stretch if he can avoid this mine. Here we go. Yeah, he's making his way back to the MC-75. It seems like Ronan's going to get the finish here. That could be huge for him. Or am I wrong? And he's lost. He seems to be lost, actually, because I would have thought that was the home stretch turn for him. Oh, we may have something totally mixed up from our caster not knowing what's going on in this race here. Have I gotten it totally backwards? It just doesn't seem like it should be his home stretch lap right now. So he's making another right-hand turn. He seems to be off the course as far as I can tell right now, but maybe I'm just way behind in where he's at because he's been going a little bit slower here. Still taking some damage from the Tuscan Raiders, avoiding that TIE fighter right there, direct damage, still able to get back onto the loop here. I mean, he has definitely done enough straightaways where I would say if he can get a finish here, he definitely deserves the point for how much damage he has been able to avoid. And making his way back to the MC-75 now eventually here. How many loops can he go through there? That was a pretty crazy first race through. Let me know in the chat, what are your thoughts after seeing that for the first time and hearing your caster be completely lost as it was going on? It's got about 20 seconds, and I can confirm that last time on that first race, Ronan did get a little confused by the route. He made an extra turn down the straightaway, and unfortunately, we took extra time to get there, but we still awarded him the 5 points for that race because he did finish. He just made an extra turn, figuring it out. So we are about to start this race right now. They should be coming outside of the hangar. There they go. Going to the third-person view. We've got JJ flying the Interceptor. We've got Twigs also in the Interceptor. Look at this. We got Valor in an Interceptor. Ronan, Interceptor. Look at all of these Interceptors right down this first straightaway. Who is in the lead? First one into this tunnel. It's hard to tell right now. It does appear like JJ's there, but he's very closely coming to it. Is that Twigs now ahead? We got Valor right there. It seems like maybe he's the front runner right now. Does seem to be ahead. Really making a nice drift around this turn. Able to keep his control. He's got another Interceptor neck and neck right there with him. Ooh, taking that high. I heard a crash right behind him. Oh, did someone just pull us ahead of him? They're neck and neck in this race. I think it's him and Twigs. We're going to check it out. No. Twigs is a little bit behind. JJ as well. Nike's there. It must be Ronan, who is just the front runner in this one, getting to the second turn. But I think it's Ronan and Valor who are very close in this one. Ronan just getting ahead here into this straightaway. Again, just great turns. I feel like for most of the time, submissions were coming from interceptors, just kind of dominating with the speed. And I think that's what we're seeing for Ronan here. Again, just perfect time. He knows this course well. I feel like the interceptor is definitely his strong shift, and he's getting down to the home stretch now. This is the final straightaway. No ships have died right now. All of them staying alive in the interceptor. Seems like they're really doing a good job here. Valor as well, just behind him though. Oh, look at that Golo going off. Twigs a little bit behind, JJ behind them all. Still, we got Ronan going down there. He was front running, but that comes with the cost. So now we got Valor right there. Seems like Valor's going to be the one to win it. Do you have anyone ahead of him? Seems like Valor's the first one. We've also got NYX who's gone down. Twigs is right there too. And JJ just a little bit behind. So it looks like Twigs and JJ looks like a very close finish. It was between Twigs and Valor, I'm mistaken, with JJ coming in third with the finish of 1 point. Very tight race. Those guys were neck and neck all the way through that. Pretty impressive race right there. Let's hear it in the chat what you thought of that one. Much better example of what Squadrons Racing can be than the first one, I thought. And, you know, seeing 3 racers finish was pretty cool. So I'm very excited to see that race. And, yeah, I really had a good time calling that one. Off to the races. This thing has started right now here as they leave the ship all at once here. Let's go look at our pilots. What do we've got here? We've got an A-Wing. We've got Gliois, IVU in the A-Wing. Glioisa seems to be in the X-Wing. We've got Alcom in an A-Wing. Hudson in an X-Wing. And Gunslinger in the A-Wing. We see here in the tunnel, it looks like Gunslinger and I think Alcom were in the lead. Yeah, Alcom is the first one to the pillars. Got someone right there. These mines going off at them. Smart, they're getting shot down. You gotta watch out for that support ship. Someone is just ahead of Alcom here. Doing a nice drift turn. Getting a little high there. We see the other player getting his turns a little bit lower there. Oh, we see Hudson is already down. Lois is a little slower, so it's IVU also in this tunnel. Getting back into the pillar section. Neck and neck there. Gotta slow down. Alcom seems like he might be getting tractor beamed. He's still gonna stay in the race here. Oh, Golo's coming by. We're seeing some mean beams in the distance. They're neck and neck doing a nice drift turn. Oh, he's gonna take some damage there. I think now we got Alcom in the lead. Let's take Alcom coming for this next straightaway. And he's gonna crash. He's trying to hold it together. Missile evaded. Gunslinger right there with him trying to hold it together. He's got 63 Hall in a Dream trying to keep going here down this tunnel into the straightaway. Seems like he is right by IVU. Right there, it seems like he's in the lead. Gloiza down a little bit back. Oh, and then IVU is gonna go down. So we've got Gloiza, Alcom, and Gunslinger here. Gunslinger very close. Going into the tunnel, taking a lot of damage. He's hitting. Is he going to be able to survive these turns? He's got turrets coming up ahead of him. It's just him and Alcom remaining in this race right now. Alcom seems to be making his way back to the flagship as well. Gunslinger just behind him. They're not that far off from each other. This is a close race in the home stretch. They're right there, but it looks like Alcom might have the slight lead. Alcom looked like he was first, just ahead of Gunslinger in that one. Very tight race. They were neck and neck right to the end there, getting through that last one. After that first one, we've got a couple of racers very close with 5 and 3 points, having 2 finishers. So basically, if either of them can finish, they're almost guaranteeing themselves a spot forward because there was only the 2 finishers. 3, 2, 1. And this race is starting here. We're going to go into the pilot's cams here. We see a Hudson in the TIE Fighter. We got Alcom. He's in the Interceptor. Gunslinger also in the Interceptor. Gloiza, he's in a fighter. And IVU in an Interceptor. So who's going to be the first one into the tunnel? it does appear to be IVU here. Yeah, he's the first one down. He's going to take lots of fire as he makes his way through, and he's going to smash. Hudson going a little slower in. Then we see Alcom. He's going into the pillar. He's going to smash. So we got Gunslinger. Gloiza hitting that wall. He's going to smash. Oh, my goodness. It is a heyday for the Tuscan Raiders and Pilot Error. So we have got Hudson trying to make his way back, and Gunslinger making it through here in the Interceptor. So he is looking great to get a finish here. He's going to be probably ahead of the TIE Fighter. He's just got to play it kind of safe as he makes his way through here. He's into the straightaway number 2, taking his time. Maybe got Tracker Beam there. That's giving Hudson a chance to catch up. So he's going to survive it, though, that Tracker Beam, make his way. Still has quite a bit of hull there. We see Jammer and Repair Kit, if I'm not mistaken. And then we've got the Boost Extension Repair Kit here, but he looks like he's going to hit it. He's going to smash it. He goes down, so it's all on Gunslinger just to finish this one. It's all him if he can do it. Just got to play it cool. He's got to realize he's the only one out there now. I believe this is straightaway 3 for him at this point, so he's got to just come around, get through straightaway 4, and get home. It's just him against the Tuscan Raiders right now, and that might sound like nothing, but I'll tell you this. Tuscan Raiders are bloodthirsty. They want nothing more than to stop him from getting this finish. He doesn't have that fast of a time. He's just getting the finish here. That's all he counts for. He knows he sees a Tuscan Raider straight ahead, trying to fly a little bit evasively, avoiding look like an ion dunk, and now he's just got to make his way back to the home stretch. He's got the ISD right in front of him. Probably not any Tuscan Raiders remaining, just doing a straight boost. You got to kind of question that. I would, well, it doesn't really matter, but you got to think if it's a very competitive, would you go with the boost skip? I know that I would in this situation. I would definitely want to be skipping in. Gunslinger getting the finish. Solid race from him, being the only one able to bring it home. Love to see it. That's Squadron Racing right there. That's him getting the job done. Ronan had 5 points. TRA Twigs had 5 points, so they tied for the 1 and 2 spot. And Valor came in with 3 points, with JJ getting 1. So it is Ronan and Twigs securing the 1 and 2 spot. Moving on the other heat here, we have Gunslinger taking 3 points in the first race, 5 in the second with the win, so he gets 8, securing his spot. Alcom gets 5 points from the win in the first race and none in the second one, so they get the second spot with 5. So that's our top 2 finishers from that side. So then we look back at our next highest point getter, which would be Valor. So he's going to get the wild card spot. So that means that our final is going to shape up to be Gunslinger, Ronan, Twigs, Alcom, and Valor in the final races here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they should be out of the hangar. Let's take a look at our pilots here. They are on their way. We've got Alcom, he's in the A-Wing. TRA Twigs also in the A-Wing. Ronan going with the X-Wing here. We've got Valor also in the A-Wing, and Gunslinger, you guessed it, A-Wing. Who is the first one on the title? Watching out for that mean beam right on him. There is someone just ahead. We got Valor seems to be leading the way in this tunnel. Ronan just making his way through the corridor in the X-Wing. Twigs is down already. The Gunslinger and Valor seem to be very close in the lead here so far. Valor getting a little lost, though. He's going to lose some time there. Ronan slowly making his way. He's going to make up that time in the X-Wing now. And I think it was Alcom in the lead, it looks like. Alcom, Gunslinger. Actually, Gunslinger looks to be just a little bit ahead. Yep, he's got the lead. Ronan not that far behind either of them. Oh, Valor's gonna go down as well as Alcom. So Ronan and Gunslinger are the only ones left. And it seems like Gunslinger does have the lead. He's a little more fragile in that A-Wing, but Ronan in the X-Wing just making his way. He's there. He's got a chance to finish, which is just huge. That's really what he's playing at probably here, thinking more strategically. If he can get the finish and just hang on the New Republic, get what points he can, that could benefit him greatly on the Empire side. That's probably the most important thing. So again, making his way though, getting the tankier ship. Looks like they're making their way to that home stretch right now. Yeah, it looks like, look at that. Boosting straight through the pillars, doing a great job, having no trouble. Gonna be making his final descent here. Going back to the MC-75 now. That's the way it looks. And Ronan, not that far behind. Obviously, the X-Wing just doesn't quite have the speed that it's able to keep up. But we're gonna see Gunslinger now making his way. If actually having the fastest lap was a factor, then you would want to maximize the speed, but it's just about making it back. On the flip side, we've got this X-Wing. Ronan's gonna get there. It looks like he maybe has to take a little bit of fire from the Tuscan Raiders, but they are gonna make it back here. Just a matter of time, slowly making his way. He's got a mean beam on him. He's just gonna try. Maybe not that safe. He's got to hurry. Maybe making a case for flying evasively since time isn't a factor. But still, the mean beam doesn't get him. He's able to get home safe and get another finish. Great job from them. Interesting to see the X-Wing, the only X-Wing out there, and also able to get the finish. So maybe that's something to take note for in the next race. I wonder if we'll see a couple more X-Wings, people just trying to eke out those points and do what they can to get the finish. Interesting to see a little bit of strategy at play there. Golos and tractor beams from all the Tuscan Raiders. Interesting. This could get very dicey here. And they should be leaving the MC-75. Let's take a look at our pilots here. We've got Twigs in the A-Wing, Alcom in the A-Wing, Valor also in the A-Wing, Ronan this time in the X-Wing. I feel like it was him who used the X-Wing last time, and Gunslinger in the A-Wing. So 4 A-Wings. No more X-Wings coming out. I thought we might see some more strategy that way. Who's the first one into the corridor here? Looks like Valor front running it here, leading the way, trying to get past, going around the pillars. Got to make that slight move back, and he's going to get past while he does it, so now he's going to fall into second place. Looks like it is Gunslinger. Oh no, he's not in the lead. Seems like someone who's just ahead of him too. We got Twigs is probably in the lead here now, I think. No, someone going in ahead of him. We've lost it there. Alcon behind. Looks like Valor was just disabled. He's recovering. Gunslinger now in the pillars. Seems to be just behind. Who is that just ahead? I can't quite make it. It's Twigs in the lead right now, coming around this turn. He's making his way, I believe, until straightaway number 3. He has got the lead, avoiding a lot of fire here as he's going to make the drift into it. How far ahead is he? Not much. He is very close here. Very close in this race. I believe it's Valor just behind him. Valor and Twigs leading the way here. They're going to make their way onto the home stretch now. They're just going for the final turn, and they are very close in this last race. We've got no one going down yet. Oh, wow, Twigs goes down just as I say it. Caster Curse there, so we've got Alcom. Valor seems to be ahead. Ronan a ways back. Gunslinger trailing even behind him. So it seems like Valor leading the way here. Is he the first one back to the hangar? It looks like he's going to be the first one back to the hangar. He's got a good lead. Alcom's trailing. Gunslinger, actually, I'm totally wrong. Is he the first one? Gunslinger seems to be the first one back to the hangar. Then we're looking like it's going to be Valor behind him. Alcom's coming in third. And Ronan not that far behind either. Is Ronan or Alcom there? Okay, looks like Alcom's going to pull ahead. And then Ronan's going to get the finish. Tuscan Raiders, if you voted on them, you came up wrong on this one. Okay, good news. We are off to the races, and that's right, this one is going right now. We've got the pilots out there on their way. We see Ronan is in an Interceptor, Twigs also in the Interceptor, Valor, Interceptor, Gunslinger, Interceptor. This is the race of the Interceptors because Alcom also in an Interceptor. Getting very low here on that one. No, I'm wrong. I go wrong. Look at these beams going crazy here. It's like lightsabers up in this thing. Going the long way around the pillar to try to avoid some of that mean beam damage. No one is down yet. Look at him dancing around that thing. Ronan's a little late down that tunnel. Twigs making his way here. Twigs going down. Valor seems to be the first one into the next straightaway. He's got this mean beam to deal with, just posted up right there on him. Just making it through there under the roof of that gate. Looking pretty good. Now look behind his Gunslinger, just a little bit behind him. Alcom just a little bit, what it seems to be behind Valor. Yep, Valor taking a little bit of a lead, and we've got Ronan just coming out of the gate now. Going into this next one here, we see Alcom. Valor now working through these pillars and his way through to the next turn. Seems like he's got just a bit of a lead on him, but they are neck and neck coming out of this turn, and it seems like he just got past there on this one. They are very close. Seems like he took the high road around him here as they're coming to this next straightaway this time here. They're making their way back to the final push here. S-less straight in front of him, and Valor kind of losing the top spot. It's very close between them. Gunslinger trailing just a little bit more. It is Alcom and Valor right there. I think someone took the wrong turn, though. They went towards the MC-75, so we see Alcom right here. Ronan ways behind. Valor. Gunslinger. And I think Ronan was Valor. So we had Alcom first one back. Then we've got Gunslinger. Then we've got Valor, and now we've got Ronan, all finishing. Good race by all of them. The B-Wing was not an answer. All the interceptors were able to get by. The mean beams just did not do enough against them. And we are back just as we set up this final race here. We can see the standings right now. We can see Gunslinger in the lead. He is sitting with 13 points right now, having 2 wins in that second place finish. Then we've got Alcom. He's got 1 point and 5 points, so he's sitting at 6. Ronan of Aces got a 3, a 1, and a 1, so he's got 5. Valor 0, 3, and 1 with 4. And Twigs, I was mistaken, did not finish that last one, so he's got 0 right now. It seems almost insurmountable. Gunslinger has this wrapped up, basically, so it's just who can neck it out of the other racers, because he's already got that insurmountable lead, basically, at this point. That is between a rock and a hard place for this last one, but second place is still open for everyone else, so we are just about to start this final race here. Live action as we're going to jump in to the pilot seat right now as they are all gonna hit it out there, and they are all going interceptors again as we see Ronan of Aces. He has got himself in an interceptor. We've got every single one of them in an interceptor again, if you can believe it. Who's gonna be the first one into the turn here? Leading the way, it is gonna be Twigs. It looked like was the first one through the pillars there, but he goes down. Valor going down. Gunslinger seems to have pulled out ahead now. He seems to be in the lead with a nice gold interceptor. Alcom really slowing down. He's taking some hits in the area, but Ronan of Aces is actually not that far behind Gunslinger there. They are right beside each other, with Alcom just slowly finding his way behind them. Gunslinger just trailing Ronan of Aces just a little bit here. We see some fire coming on from behind them, drifting around that turn. He's got to take it pretty wide here. It seems like Ronan was able to get a little bit of a lead there. Took that turn a little bit sweeter, able to stay ahead of this one. We're still not seeing Gunslinger behind him there. He's got quite a lead now on him. Let's take a look where Gunslinger is. Seems to be just coming through the pillars now, where Ronan making his way to the edge of this one here. Making his way to the 4th home stretch straight away. Alcom, on the other hand, slowly making his way. Seems to be behind both of them. A big fat mine there. Gunslinger just dealing with that. How's Alcom going to do? Making his way around the mine. Voids the support chip. He's got 14 hull left. Still making his way. Ronan of Aces this time. He seems to be on the home stretch back to the ISD here. His angle seemed funny, though. Concerned about his path. Now we see Gunslinger making it his way through the final pillar here. He's close, and he's gonna just hit the wall. He's got to break away, and he's gonna crash. So the last one out there now is none of them. They're all finished the race here. Let's go into the Racers crew to hear from them and what they thought about this race.
Right, fifth place was Twigs. Valiant effort, was well ahead for one of those races, but unfortunately got exploded. With 0 points. Fourth place was Valor, was 4 points.
Thank you.
Third place
Nice
was
job.
Alchem. Yeah, well done. Alchem was 6 points in third, and then Ronan of Aces got 10 points in second, and Gunslinger came first with 13 points. So well done.
Being able to put this on for the first time, and now people can see what it actually looked like in competition,
Mhm.
as opposed to like just running the course, but actually see the competition. Be like, oh yeah, that actually works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crazy how fast meta emerged on this as well.
I know.
Instantly. It took like 2 games and everyone knew exactly what they needed to be doing.
Thank you guys for doing it. Thank everybody for watching the stream who did and letting me put this on. Eldrin won the time submission. Thank you everyone for doing the time submissions. We're definitely gonna that was hilarious to me and Leaf how competitive people got about it. We were like thought no one was doing it, but then we realized everyone was just being real strategic, waiting till the end to put in their time. We were like, oh, we didn't expect that, I guess. So we have to and just like the same thing, right? Like meta emerges, like people realize, oh wait, they're moving closer, so it's gonna be, there's like a whole thing, so we have to figure out